Alright, so in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to take out the rear subframe, and it's not going to be extremely detailed, but I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I ran into and how I kind of not fixed it, but kind of avoided it at that point in time. And a big problem that I ran into was a rusted jack point. Whenever I started to put weight on the car, I heard cracking, and I looked under it and it looked like this. It was awful. I took it to a local place and they were actually able to fix it for 350 bucks, and it's probably the strongest point on the car right now. So this video isn't going to be a how-to, since there's already so many how-tos on YouTube for this car, but I will go into more detail whenever I'm actually installing the M3 components, such as the transmission, drivetrain, and subframe. But I also will show you guys some problems that I ran into and how I was able to fix them. Alright, I got those back bolts undone. It's time to drop it. So close.
I'm gonna kill you for this.
I got these Torx off. It's a E-Torque E12. There's 4 of them. Here, and then the other 2. This is gonna be last, but I'm taking that Guibo, I believe it's called. I think there's 3 bolts and they're 18 mil. Next, 2 13mm bolts in the middle. Everything in this car that's drivetrain is going to be replaced, except for the engine. But first I'm replacing everything behind the engine, and then I'll work on the engine a little bit more. It leaks like crazy. I mean, it runs good, but it just leaks every single fluid that's in it. So I'm still debating on if I should rebuild the 2.5 liter that's in this right now and build it so it can handle boost and definitely make more power than an S54, but it might not be as reliable. Or I could go with the S54 and have like 280 wheel horsepower and have it be much more reliable and honestly probably more valuable. Either way, it's going to be really expensive. I feel like S54 is going to cost just as much as turboing this 2.5 liter, so I don't know. So I ran into a bit of an issue. That nut right there is 11mm, and it's just so rusted that I just stripped it. So I sprayed it with PB Blaster before, but I got myself some vice grips. I'm hoping that'll probably fix it. So it's the same situation on the other side. They're just so rusted on there that it's just falling apart and it's seized to everything. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take off the brake caliper and take off that. I can just swing the caliper underneath all this stuff and then just take out the subframe without the caliper on it. Alright, so all I have left is taking out this brake wear sensor. This line that goes up there and plugs in. There's a little box in there. So the brake wear sensor is in this little box thing, plastic box right next to the trailing arm. It was in here like that, and then it can slide right out. And then what I did is there's this little tab that was right here, and I pushed it in and it pulled and it came right out. And I think I broke it, but it's out. So I got the parking brake wires out of the cabin. They ran through these tubes and they're very hard to pull out. So if you think you're gonna break something, you might, but you need to be pulling it hard. And I only got one cut. Finally got the subframe out, but this thing's been sitting so long that it's got some mud daubers